welcome to the coverage of the 2014 Macau Grand Prix, where we will be focusing on the AMG entries in the Macau GT Cup. Now, last year, victory was very close, but unfortunately, a little bit of bad luck in the last few laps. This year, we've got 4 SLS AMG GT3s, 2 cars representing the Mercedes AMG Driving Academy, and 2 cars representing the AAI Racing Team. Right now, let's go meet the drivers who'll be racing right here in Macau.
It's the 7th time here in Macau, which 6 of them I was racing.
This will be my 4th time at the Macau Grand Prix. 2 times I've been racing in Formula 3, and this is my 2nd time now in the GT Cup.
This is my 3rd time here in Macau.
First time Macau. Very excited. Many good drivers, DTM champions, Macau winner, so very good challenge.
Obviously, since last year's race on Sunday, I've been waiting to come back here because it really hurts to lose the win like that.
You cannot find a track like this anywhere in the world. A street circuit always challenging, but this one is built on a hill and there's zero room for error.
It's an amazing track and an amazing experience to be racing here.
Very dangerous, it's very exciting, it's everything. Everything you can dream of in a racetrack you have here in Macau. We come here, we want to win.
I'll do my best. I want to get a podium.
The win is the ultimate goal, and I think we have a good chance.
I'm very happy, so I do driving SLS AMG. It's a very good feeling, so I'm comfortable.
I love their cars, so it's a big honor for me to be racing under the AMG banner.
To be with AMG now and being a race driver for them makes me very proud, and it's a success story already.
Last year, Maro Engel set one of the fastest lap times here at the Macau Grand Prix. Now, who better to take us up to speed than the German star driver? Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Maro Engel, and I'm going to take you for a lap of the Macau Gua circuit. Right, we're straight into turn 1 here, 230 kilometers an hour, 5th gear on the exit. It's flat out, not easy, but just flat out. Important to keep the speed up for this long straight. And then short lift off the accelerator, straight back on the power, stay in 5th gear, 250 kilometers an hour through Mandarin Bend, the fastest corner of the track. Keep the speed obviously high for the long straight that follows. And then our biggest braking of the track into Lisboa. It's down from 280 kilometers an hour down to 60 kilometers an hour. 1st gear, round right, and then straight into turn 4, which takes us up the hill again. A pretty long straight, so it's important to get speed and keep speed up San Francisco Hill, and into this right-hander here where we're braking just before the right-hander, off the brake, back on the brake, down to 2nd gear, round the left corner, right-hand corner down to 1st gear for Maternity Bend here, back hard on the power up to 3rd gear really quickly, hard braking down to 2nd gear, keep tight to the wall, use the space on the exit, and then again get really close to the wall on the right-hand side. Keep the speed up, shift to 3rd gear, and just maintain the speed through these fast and flowing corners here. Stay in 3rd gear, approximately 180 kilometers an hour, brake down to 2nd, into our left-right combination. Again, important to get a good exit, keep the speed up. Back to 3rd gear, hard on the brakes, down to 1st gear here, our tightest section of the track. It's only about 6 meters wide, so really, really tight. Still important to use all the space. On the exit, again, get really close to that exit wall. Up through the gears to 3rd gear, 160 kilometers an hour, hard on the brakes, down back to 2nd, long left-hand corner, and back hard on the power, up to 3rd gear, and we approach our tightest corner, Melco hairpin. Really, really tight, use everything you can to turn the car, full steering lock, and then back hard on the power from 1st gear, up through the gears, all the way to 4th gear, back to approximately 220 kilometers an hour, approaching the 2nd last corner, braking around 100 meters, back down 1 gear to 3rd gear, get really close to the wall on the right and on the left on the exit, use the space because as you can see it's a long straight leading into that last corner, and once again the last corner just at the 100-meter marker, brake, get into the corner, 3rd gear, and get on the power really early for the long straight that's following. Right, that was 1 lap with me in Macau, hope you enjoyed it.
The narrow track of Macau is particularly hard to overtake, meaning that qualifying will be more important than usual. Let's take a quick look of our lineup of drivers before their big race.
Qualifying for the Macau GT Cup is split over 2 days, with a driver's best time from either session deciding his position on the grid. Maro Engel got off to a solid start in the first session in his bid to repeat his heroics from last year when he set the fastest time ever recorded in a GT car around the gear circuit. The German ended the session in 3rd place, and though he improved his time in the second session, he slipped to 4th overall, but still in good position to strike. Dutchman Renger Vande Der Zande will start the race 2 places further back in 6th position after a qualifying performance that kept getting better and better and sets him up nicely for the race. Right behind in 7th is Japanese driver Takeshi Tsuchiya, whose talent stood out despite competing against one of the strongest GT fields ever assembled in Macau. But as ever here, there were plenty of incidents, with red and yellow flags dotted throughout the 2 sessions, meaning the drivers had to adapt to the stop-start nature of the racing. Carlo Van Dam will start down in 18th place after this crash hindered his progress, but he'll be looking to move up the field as he gets increasingly accustomed to the SLS AMG GT3.
With 3 SLS AMG GT3s in the top 7, there is every chance for a podium finish in the Macau GT Cup. Let's get straight to the action and see if they do it.
The 6.1 kilometre gear racetrack ranks up there with some of the best in the world, with high-speed straights, a hilly section and tight, narrow turns asking countless questions of these drivers. The start of the race saw Maro Engel line up on the 2nd row of the grid behind 2 Audis at the front, but it was all change at the rolling start. As the Audis moved over to cover the challenge from Earl Bamber in 3rd, Engel roared down the outside to take the lead. Even more incredibly, his teammate Renger Vande Der Zande followed him through to go into 2nd. Take a look at the replay and you can see that the AMG pre-race plan worked to perfection as a channel just opened up.
To attack immediately, and this was a great start, and the race is not over, of course. It continuing, and a lot of things going to happen, but a great start.
From there, it was plain sailing for the AMG pair with open road ahead of them and a surprising lack of incidents on the Macau track. But nothing is certain in Macau, as Engel knew all too well from last year when a late puncher denied him victory and the backmarkers were beginning to come into play. Pole sitter Eduardo Mortara is not known as Mr. Macau for nothing, having won 6 times around this circuit, and he was pushing Van der Zande hard for 2nd all race long. But the Dutchman was up to the task and even set the fastest lap of the race on lap 7. On the final lap, Takeshi Tsuchiya, who was also driving an SLS AMG GT3 car, got locked up with Earl Bamber, and while Bamber was able to recover promptly, the unfortunate Japanese fell down from 7th to 14th. But it was all smiles at the front of the field as Maro Engel and Renger Vande Der Zande completed a dominant performance for the AMG team in a stunning 1-2 finish.
I've waited a whole year for this moment, and I cannot tell you how many times I've imagined what it would be like, and yeah, it's simply great. It's amazing, and to have it as a 1-2, so Renger finishing 2nd makes it even more special.
To be 2nd for me and win with Maro is a dream come true, and like a fairy tale. We nailed it at the start. That's where we won the race. After that, we controlled it. I did fastest lap as well, and that's how we roll. It's Macau, so time for a good party here.
Confirmation of the results with Maro Engel and Renger Vande Der Zande 1st and 2nd, ahead of their German rivals from Audi in 3rd and 4th. Team AAI drivers Takeshi Tsuchiya and Carlo Van Dam finished in 14th and 16th place respectively.
A dream win for AMG as Maro Engel and Renger Vande Der Zande win a 1-2 victory podium finish here at the Macau GT Cup, banishing last year's memory and completing a perfect weekend for the team. Right now the celebrations are about to go long into the night. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.